One of the best ways to plan a database project is using diagrams. So in this lesson, I will teach you how to create a diagram to a database project. So my tip for you is, in every time that you will create a database project, first create a diagram. Nice? So to do it, to create diagrams, you have a lot of software, a lot of options, a lot of programs. So my favorite program to make diagrams is the Lucid Chart. So enter in this site here, lucidchart.com, and create your account here, clicking in the sign up free. Nice. So after you create your account, you will log in, and this is the main screen. Here you can create your own diagram. So you can create different types of diagram with Lucidchart. It's amazing. So let's go here in plus document to create a new document, a blank diagram. It can take some time, as you can see. And now it's time to configure our diagram here to a database diagram. So you can close this flow chart section here and this in this shapes section, and you can click here in shapes and select the option entity relationship, which is a set of graphics to you create a database diagram. Nice. So let's click in save, and as you can see here, we have our entity relationship. So let's get this first one here, and in the diagrams of a database, each block of these here represents a table. So let's suppose that we're gonna make the diagram of this database project that I present you in the previous lesson, the database project where we talk about the first normal form, which we have the users table, address table, and phone table. Nice. So let's suppose that it is the first table, which is the user table. So I will double click this first text here, and I will name my entity to user in this way. So a user in my database will have a ID, a name, a age, and I want to have another field. I want to have the address field, but here we are limited to 3 fields. If you wish to change the number of fields, you can select the entity, and here at the top you can change this number here to the number that you wish, in this case 4. And this last field here, I will call it of address ID. Nice. So we have the first table. So you represent a table in your database in this way using a diagram. It's simple, really simple. Now, as you can see in the past lesson, we have two more tables. So I will get this first entity here, and we have the address table, and a address basically has an ID, a street, city, and let's change the number of fields. So here, city, number. So here actually is number. and here is city, and here is country, in this way. So basically, an address field, an address table will have these fields in this way. Nice. And we have our last table, which is this phone table. Phone table. Basically, the phone table has an ID, has the number itself, and has an owner. We can say it of user ID in this way. Well, so basically it is a database diagram, but as you can see here, some tables has a thing, which is this ID here. So as you can see, our user table has the address ID, which refers to the address table, and our phone table has the user ID, which refers to a user in our users table. So when you have a situation like that, a situation where you have a table which has a field that refers to a record in other table, we call it of relationship. So here we can say that the user table has the address ID that refers to a address in our address field. So it means that the user field has a relationship with the address. Same for the phone table. In the phone table, we have the user ID field, which refers to a user in our users table. So we can say that the phone table has a relationship with the users table. So how do we represent relationships with a database diagram? So in Lucidchart, it's simple. You just need to go here to some field. So the address field, the address ID field is a representation of a address in the address field. So to represent this representation in our diagram, we just need to go here in this dot, click and drag to the table that you wish. In this way. In this case, I connect here in the ID. So basically, in this way, I say that the address ID represents a address inside the address table. So it is a relationship. We're gonna say a little bit more about relationship in the next lesson. But we have another relationship here, which is the user ID. The user ID refers to a user in our user table. So we can go here, click, drag, and connect in this way. So we have a basic diagram of our database project. Nice. So basically, when you see this diagram, you know how your database works. So it's really important that you have a diagram of your database project, because when you have a diagram, it's easy to understand your database project. And as you can see here, when we look to this diagram, we know that, hey, the users table has a relationship with the phone table, and the address table has a relationship with the users table. So there's different types of relationship that we're gonna talk about in the next lesson. Nice. So in this lesson, I present you the diagrams.